What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Random, and we got the legend himself, Mitchell, here with us today, and of course his girlfriend, Jamie. And after a long time of thinking, I finally decided to install a secondary spotlight on the Crown Vic. So I told Mitchell about wanting to install a secondary spotlight, and he calls me up and he's like, hey man, I just installed a secondary spotlight on my Polar Bear Crown Vic. So Mitchell decided to come on over to the middle of nowhere to the Random warehouse, where he's gonna be helping me install a secondary push bar. Now this video is gonna be different from the other ones, because what people do is they just remove the one that was already there and then just reinstall it. Not today, guys. We're gonna be going all out. We're gonna be showing you guys the entire process, from actually marking out the holes to drilling, everything that is required step by step on how to install a spotlight on your Crown Victoria. All right guys, so we're in the middle of a freaking blizzard, but that's not gonna stop us. I got the generator ready, and as soon as I get it started, we're gonna get the show on the road. Here we go. All right guys, so for the first step, every spotlight comes with this interior bracket right here. All you're gonna wanna do, all right, if you look at your A-pillar on your passenger side, there's gonna be already a hole that's been included here on the A-pillar. What you're gonna wanna do is go about 1/4 of an inch higher, drill out a hole, then you're gonna get your bracket, and you're gonna present it, and you're gonna mark where the 2 screw holes are. And then after that, it's as simple as taking a 1/2 inch drill bit, and you're gonna drill right through. I'll show you guys how it's done too. You're gonna drill right through that secondary hole that you guys drilled out. Remember, just about 1/4 inch above the pilot hole that was already there. You're gonna present, and you're gonna drill straight through, and it's gonna come out of your the front side of your A-pillar. Alright guys, now that we have installed our bracket from the inside, this is by far the scariest step, because we're going to take this 1/2 inch drill bit, and then what we're going to do is drill through this hole right here. Like I said, you go a 1/2 inch above the pilot hole that was already there. We're going to drill directly through the A-pillar and hopefully come out the other side and not through our windshield. That would be catastrophic, so wish us luck. Here we go.
And that, boys and girls, is what we like to call foreshadowing. And just like that, things were moving ahead great, but little did we know that we were literally a hair's width away from smooth sailing ahead to a complete catastrophe.
So this is a moment where I was not gonna continue the rest of this video, but I want to keep things transparent with you guys, and maybe even learn a lesson from my mistakes. I just want you guys to see just by how much, like, dude, like, what is that, 1/4 of an inch? It's like a hair. Just how close. If you guys have ever tried to install a dual spotlight or a spotlight on a Crown Vic that doesn't have one, a lot of the times people are gonna tell you, hey, don't do it, because you run the risk of cracking your windshield, like what happened to me. And like I'm gonna show you guys, it's literally it's a hair. It's a hair difference between coming out perfectly clean out your A-pillar and scraping the side of your windshield, which is what happened with me. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is turn the video around from an install video to just a complete fail. But I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the spotlight on. We're still pushing through. Yes, the windshield got 3 or 4 cracks in it, and you know, the A-pillar is a little bit banged up, but once you close the door, it looks good from far away. So if I can give you guys any advice when it comes to installing a spotlight on your Crown Victoria, is when you're installing the bracket from the inside, that first bracket that we installed, you want it to the right as much as possible. Like I said, that's literally what separates it right there. Just if this thing would have been 1/4 of an inch more to the left, we would have cleared the windshield perfectly. So as you guys can see, the windshield it does have a couple cracks in it, but like I said, we're pushing through. We're still gonna go ahead and install this. It could have been a little bit cleaner, but since we kind of actually I did all this crap. This is my doing, but If we would have just gone a little bit more to the left, just slightly more, this could have been avoided. So at this point, we're going to continue. We're going to push on. We're going to finish installing the spotlight, but I don't want you guys to take this as any kind of tutorial or install advice at this point. Besides the first step, but I was supposed to go a lot more. Where the fuck is this crap? Oh, I was supposed to go a lot more to the right. Instead, we lined it up right here, right along the edge. It had to be just a little bit more to the right, and there is the end result. But now we got the A-pillar cut out, so we're gonna install it back on the A-pillar trim, and we'll finish the install and see what it looks like when it's done.
It's a learning experience.
It's just yeah, and it's a reminder. I'll be like, hey, that was that one time that me and Mitchell.
It's gonna be a good memory.
Hell yeah. All right.
Everybody took a slice.
And there you guys have it. The finished product looks freaking awesome, and I'm not gonna lie. From far away, you know, maybe at a car show or something like that, but the moment that you come and you're like, oh shit, dual spotlight, like, oh okay, I see a little glass crack in action. It's like, oh damn, okay. I mean, see, this is whoa, we gotta focus. This is what not to do. But you know what, even with the way that it came out, let me show you guys something. You see, on this spotlight, you're gonna have to cut a hole through your actual door. You gotta cut this like crescent shaped out of your door. But if you guys notice, on the one that we installed here, you really didn't have to mess with the door at all. You didn't even have to touch the door. It just kind of sits flush there. And of course, I'm gonna grab me some silicone and I'm gonna patch all this up. But let me show you guys where I messed up. All right guys, and there we have it. The finished product. Like I said, I was still gonna go through with the installation. Does it look freaking badass? Absolutely. Unless you get incredibly close, then obviously the little imperfections start coming out. I will be replacing this lens right here, this little cap, and I'm gonna be getting something like Mitchell got here, like this LED cap right here. I'm gonna be doing that for both, but for now, this is how it will look. If we come closer, you will see the crack, little crack on the windshield right there. And obviously, like I said, I will have to silicone all of this up. There's a couple ways that could have been avoided. Let's start with the first one. For that, we gotta come inside. Like I said, it all literally started with the very beginning. I got this covered up already, but it was that first bracket that I installed. It needed to be a little bit more to the right. When installing a passenger, hell, when installing any kind of spotlight, it's literally a hair of a freaking inch. It is a quarter of an inch difference if you're too off to your left. And what happened, I didn't go through the windshield. The drill just scraped a little bit of the windshield. It just scraped a little bit and it caused the cracking. I was literally off by a freaking hair, man. And for that reason is why I decided to, instead of going from an install video, I just decided to go to a don't do what I did fail video. And hey, you know what? If somebody can learn from this video, I'll take the embarrassment, I'll take the backlash. If it's gonna help somebody not make the stupid mistake that I made. Regardless, guys, the spotlight is functional. And what I'm gonna actually end up doing is, like I said, I will be replacing the cap for an LED one. And then I'm gonna wire this up all the way over here to the point where I can have a little switch. That way I don't need somebody on my passenger side to activate it. I can activate the spotlight with the little hit of a switch. I'm gonna have it permanently facing a certain location. But now, so first mistake was, I was a little bit off to the left. I should have been a little bit more to the right. Second mistake was I installed a right-hand side spotlight. That's why it's actually facing, that's why it actually went a little bit more towards the left rather than towards the right, if that makes any sense. Because of that reason, I had to start drilling and cutting out here a little bit more so it can kind of poke out more towards the left because it was going too far right into the windshield. And then we have this complete hack job here, but it was the only way to make it work. Like I said, yes, it is sloppy as hell, but I didn't have to cut into my actual door, and once it closes, it's actually not even that bad. Like I said, put a little silicone in here, cover this up, and besides the cracked windshield, you would have never known. And actually it looks so damn good when it's just flush like that without having to cut into the door. So first off, make sure your bracket is more to your right, and second of all, make sure you get a left hand side spotlight. But regardless, it's installed. I'm happy with it. It's my car, and a big thank you to Mitchell as well. All right, so this is where I got to take credit for my own action. So Mitchell was trying to kind of guide me and tell me how to install it, and I was like, you know what, man, let me take free range at this and let me take a crack at this. And literally took a crack at it because I cracked my damn windshield. But you know, you learn as you go, and hopefully some of you guys learned a little something from my mistakes when installing the bracket. Make sure you're all the way to the right, and make sure you get yourself a left-hand side spotlight. After that, once you drill the hole through there, it's pretty much easy. It's like a 4-minute install after that, but there's plenty of videos on how to do that with pre-existing holes. I tried taking a crack at it and make some new holes, kind of show you guys the whole process, and it ended up kind of messing up my windshield a little bit, but it's all good. They make repair kits for that. It's no big deal. Either way, that's where I'm going to leave the video, guys. Next thing I'm going to be doing is installing the LED caps on each end, and then I'm going to wire it up, but there's really no need to make a video on that. Hope you guys learned something from this video, and hope it wasn't just a complete waste of time. It wasn't for me because I still got a damn good spotlight and it looks damn good, and that piece can just be siliconed in besides the windshield. Either way, huge shout out, huge thank you to Mitchell and his girl for coming out here and helping out, giving me some moral support in my time of need. It's your boy Mr. Random. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Alright, so me and Mitchell decided, oh, it sounds so freaking awesome. Me and Mitchell decided to swap Vics for a minute. He's gonna drive mine, I'm gonna drive his Polar Bear, but let me get a little shot of my Vic driving off. It's always so weird but cool seeing somebody else drive your car. There's just something about it. Holy crap, it looks so freaking awesome. Dark ass tints, 17-inch steelies, dual spotlights. Holy crap. Woo. I'm gonna be driving the Polar Bear, number 33 by the way, favorite number. Holy crap. Boys, we're in the Polar Bear. Let's get her done. Oh, Mitchell, your seat is a lot more comfortable than mine for some reason. What year is this? I'm gonna have to ask him. Oh, this thing is so much smoother. It's crazy because mine's has been Marty tuned, and it has a transmission tune on it, and it's a lot stiffer. It's a lot harder. The shifting is harder. Woof! It takes off a little harder. Damn, I forgot just how smooth these cars are stock. Holy crap! This thing is butter. Oh my God, Mitchell! Mitchell, this thing is butter! All right, he's gonna follow me. We're gonna do a little, we're gonna come this way, and we're driving each other's Vics. Oh man, this thing takes off though. Okay. This thing takes off, boys. Woo! Now the only thing I noticed between my car and his is there was a slight hesitation in the transmission when accelerating. And that's where that Marty tune comes in. It just shifts so much harder. This is, it almost feels like a CVT transmission in how smooth this thing freaking shifts and drives. But that's why cops love Crown Vic so much, man. They're nice and comfortable, they're smooth, and what's not to like about that? Either way, it's your boy Mr. Random. Mitchell, thank you for coming out here. Thank you for giving me some advice on how to install a spotlight, even though I tried doing my own thing and I paid the price for it. But thank you anyways for coming out here. Thank you for letting me drive your Crown Vic. There's my car. See you guys later.